Charles Dickens actually thought, I need a money spinner. How about a Christmas book? And he'd written Martin Chuzzlewit, which was his first flop. And his publishers came to him and said, we're going to be deducting from your pay.
It's Chuzzlewit.
Chuzzlewit.
It's not selling 1/5 of Nickleby.
Not 1/15 of Twist.
A few of the booksellers have been forced to sell at a discount.
Discount, but I've just bought a bigger house.
I thought it was a much more interesting story to have his publishers blackmail him into writing a Christmas book, and he, of course, would refuse. And he could sort of go on his own inner Scrooge journey.
We had hoped your readers would come to like your Chuzzlewit just a little bit better.
But they do not like it at all. It's just not selling.
It's a name. I had so many others. Sweezelback, Chuzzletoe, Chumblewig.
The Americans hate it.
The name?
The story.
America. The republic of my imagination, where I've never been so accosted for autographs, had eggshells filched from my plate and locks of fur snipped from my coat.
They now take you as a misanthrope.
I, a misanthrope.
You've portrayed them as hypocrites, braggarts, bullies, and humbugs.
Humbugs. Bah.
I read it straight through, and I remember going into my wife Cheyenne and I was like weeping, just completely wrecked by this story because it's so moving. And she said, what is it? What's wrong? And I said, I've just read the most amazing book.
In a novel, you hope that the reader finds it on the page, but I think in the theater it's a different kind of dance, between the words and the actors. It's
a story that endures because it really brings out the best of who we are, both for our families and for our community, and really for ourselves. And I think what Sam's done so brilliantly, she's really imagined a journey for Dickens that is about him struggling with his own internal struggles and his own demons to create a wonderful, enduring piece of art, which I think is so resonant for how we look at art and how as artists we create work, and knowing the struggles we have to go through to create something that is truthful and emotionally powerful.
But this Christmas, really? Why, it's not humanly possible.
Well, perhaps I could do, but refuse.
You're in the middle of Chuzzlewit.
My point exactly, and yet, what is the point? My public has abandoned Martin, and with him me.
Nonsense, Boz. We must not succumb to such blackmail.
You are my fixer, Forster. What do you advise?
Besides writing the book?
Yes.
Well, you could, I suppose, cut down.
Cut down?
That is, cut back.
Cut back. Of course. Why hadn't I thought of it?
This on stage can feel like the whole world is coming from Charles Dickens. It's a manifestation of his internal struggles and how he's interpreting the world around him.
And the actors were so game and so, took it such a great distance. I was really stunned by it. And they asked great questions because they obviously have to own the words they're saying. And when, there were moments where I said to them, where were you when I was writing the novel?
There is a rather large tree.
A tree?
Oh, the tree.
Where shall they put it, Mum?
In the drawing room's fine. Thank you, Topping.
A tree inside the house?
A Christmas tree from Germany.
Have we no trees in England?
The Queen and Prince Albert insist on it. It's a new tradition.
Traditions are not new. They're old, and we cannot afford the ones we have.
I've written a list of all of our Christmas wishes, Papa, and in 10 minutes' time, we shall give waltzing lessons in the drawing room. A penny a dance.
My own flesh and blood, and all you think of every minute of every day is yourselves and what you will get. I shall now go out.
Your father, sir. He won't go away.
I shall now go out the back.
In the novel, Sam has so beautifully captured the atmosphere of 19th century London. And so you really have this sense of the city as an imaginative landscape, because that atmosphere, of course, is so critical to the story. And it's so much a part of Christmas Carol.